Hey everybody, it's me, Gregor Manarino. How are you today? It is Tuesday, May 23rd, 2017. People, once again, an incredible, and I really mean that, an incredible phenomenon has occurred, and I want to talk about that. Let's back up to last night. So I'm mulling around my house. I pick up my phone, check on this stock futures. I want to see what they're doing. I keep track of this even in the middle of the night. So I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden I see, bam! Stock futures are down. Like, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, what's going on? What do? I hit the TV, I try to find out what's going on, find out this terrorist attack occurred in Manchester, England. I think we all know about it by now. Okay, so I'm sitting there, I'm watching the futures, and I'm thinking, okay, how's this going to affect the market tomorrow? Terrible event here. You would imagine that there'd be a negative reaction. You would imagine that, wouldn't you? Okay. Let's fast forward a little bit to this morning. So, stock market opens up more or less at the flat line today. And then, all of a sudden, as if on cue, because this is the phenomenon I'm talking about, over and over again, we hear from none other than the Federal Reserve. Neel Kashkari comes out. Really, he was sent out. And again, I don't believe in coincidences like this. So he comes out here being very dovish, talking about, basically how the Federal Reserve has the back of the market. And what happened? All of a sudden, stocks, bam, they're up now. I think the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up about 50 points. Nothing major. But again, this is a managed market, and it could not be more evident to me. It's incredible. Look, the market, this managed market. I wrote an article about this morning on my Steemit blog. I hope you're paying attention to that. There's a link in the description of this video. You can catch my articles there. I write probably 1 or 2, sometimes even 3 articles a day. Okay, I guess I got too much time on my hands. But again, terrorist attack, I would imagine that the Federal Reserve was also watching the stock futures. They said, okay, who are we going to send out tomorrow morning to talk the market back higher, to show the market that we still will support the price action of this market no matter what happens. If you understand, look at the action here. Missile launches, threats of war, terrorism, don't matter. Market keeps going up. And why? Because of this. The market understands that the Fed has got their back no matter what happens. And that's okay, because we're just going to ride this market higher. I don't care where it goes. Doesn't matter to me what happens. But it's just the whole, phenomenon that they do this every single time there's a possible threat to the stock market. Whenever there is even the slightest chance that some outside event might affect the market, well, let's march somebody out. In this case, it was Neel Kashkari, to talk the market back higher, to reassure the market that we got you here. So don't worry about it. There's no risk involved here. Just keep pouring into the market. And that, you got to realize that this managed market, is going to go so far. It's gone way, way, way beyond, I think, where anyone would have believed it would go. But there's a couple of signals here today that I want to talk about. Let's start with that too, or let's move forward. As I'm doing this video blog, the dollar is a little bit stronger. There's some weakness in the bond market. There's also weakness in precious metals, which you would expect here because they've had an incredible run up here. Nothing goes up or down in a linear fashion. It's a random walk. But something else is lurking here, people. And as a matter of fact, I wrote an article about that earlier today. The volatility. We're down to almost nothing again. The fear index in the market, but it looks to me like we might start to see this turn around a little bit. I actually took a position, a straddle on the VIX today, ticker VXX actually, and a straddle against the S&P 500. Go to my website, traderschoice.net. You can see exactly what I'm doing over there. And for those of you that keep writing to me about, Greg, you didn't put if it was a call or a put. right under those stock picks, it says in red, nice red lettering, read here, read this. It'll tell you how to play these things. So I hope this helps, because I keep getting slammed with questions on my email box. I can't even answer them all. So pay attention to what it says underneath my stock picks, please. All right. So again, what's the takeaway from all this? It doesn't matter what happens at this point. The Federal Reserve has got the back of this market. They are determined to push it higher. What they're going to do, again, I believe, and I've talked about this, that the Fed is going to raise the federal funds rate next month. But believe what I'm telling you, that they're going to find another way to keep this propped up, some backdoor thing or something. They're not just going to let this go. They've never had even the slightest clue about how they would unwind the situation that they put the world in right now. The world, again, the Federal Reserve, the world's reserve bank here because of the U.S. dollar. Anyway, let's keep an eye on all this, but pay attention to the next time something happens like this. When some event occurs, like the terrorist attack, watch what happens the next day, or the same day if it happens during the day. They're going to send out 1, 2, 3, 4 Fed presidents to come out, and blow sunshine up the crack of the market so it can go higher. And that's exactly what we saw today. But the mainstream financial channels, they think everything is just fine. It's Neil. Hey, Neil, how are you? Neil, how are you, Neil? Nice to see you. So what do you want to tell us today, Neil? Oh, really? Oh, the Federal Reserve's got the back of them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we should all buy stock. Oh, okay, great. We'll do that no matter what happens. Excellent. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.